Time now is 6:55. We're following several breaking and developing stories right now.
Here's what you need to know before you head out the door.
Breaking in the last 5 minutes, a New York prosecutor dropped part of a sex assault case against disgraced movie mogul Harvey Weinstein. Weinstein faces a 6-count indictment covering allegations from 3 women. A judge just agreed to dismiss allegations by one of the 3 accusers. Weinstein was accused by more than 80 women in a Hollywood scandal that ignited the Me Too movement. His next court date is scheduled for November 8th.
And we are following Tropical Storm Michael on the KIRO 7 pinpoint storm tracker as it works its way through the southeastern United States. That storm has killed at least 2 people. It hit Florida yesterday as a Category 4 hurricane, leaving behind widespread damage. Utility companies say thousands of people might not have power for days and possibly weeks.
I'm Ranji Sinha here in Olympia. A police investigation underway along the waterfront here at West Bay Drive after a young woman's body was found. The police say she had a significant injury.
And good morning, I'm Rob Munoz in Kirkland. We're expecting a lot more effects to be happening from this natural gas pipeline explosion that happened yesterday in British Columbia. Waste management, the people who take care of trash in King-Snohomish County, say they will not be picking up trash today at all. Also, we know Pierce Transit says their bus routes will be affected. We're expecting an update today on when service will be back. Until then, Puget Sound Energy says conserve your energy.
Police are investigating a crash in Lake Stevens that killed 2 people. Witnesses say they saw a car speed through a stop sign on Sunnyside School Road around 9 last night. We mapped it out for you there. It hit another vehicle traveling on State Route 9. One of the drivers died at the scene. The other driver died at a nearby hospital. 2 passengers were injured.
Today, a Clyde Hill couple convicted of stealing nearly $13 million from investment clients will be sentenced in federal court in Seattle. The FBI raided Lawrence and Grace Hong's home in June last year. The couple was charged with wire fraud for stealing money, including some from churches and church members. The feds say they spent that money on their own luxurious lifestyle instead of investing it.
I'm Petrania Poonswan outside of Seattle Children's Hospital. Health officials in Washington said that 5 children in the state have just been diagnosed with acute flaccid myelitis, or AFM. Now, at least one of the patients is being treated here at Seattle's Children. The others may be at Mary Bridge in Tacoma. AFM is described as sudden onset polio-like disease that can lead to paralysis. According to the CDC, the cause is still unknown.
New video this morning shows a rocket launch that was canceled mid-flight because of a booster failure. An American astronaut and a Russian cosmonaut were on board. They blasted off just after 1:30 this morning our time for a mission on the International Space Station. After that booster failed, the capsule holding the astronauts made an emergency landing in Kazakhstan. Officials say both astronauts are in good condition. This morning we learned Russia is suspending manned space launches during the investigation into that rocket failure.
FedEx plans to hire hundreds of workers in Seattle as the holiday delivery season shifts into high gear. FedEx says it has 750 seasonal job openings at FedEx Ground and 100 permanent positions with FedEx Express. The company says most of the openings are for package handlers as deliveries ramp up. If you're interested in applying, we provided a link for you on our website, KIRO7.com. Go to the Scene On section.
Someone asked me on Facebook yesterday my favorite season. It's fall. It's right now.
Really?
It's so beautiful.
I still say summer, but it, you know, it's going to feel like kind of a late summer the rest of the week.
Yeah.
We're, you know, temperature-wise, we're about where we're supposed to be, but you'll see there, even by Monday, you could approach 70. The bottom line, though, fog this morning, afternoon sun, mid-60s.
We're still working with the fatal crash investigation. This is really a big impact for drivers trying to get to and from Milton and Fife on the backside of Sumner and Pacific this morning. So out in Edgewood at Jovita and Meridian, that is entirely blocked off. Still working the crash on the South 95 from 164th off to the right side, still making the drive time from Everett to Seattle at about 68 minutes.
Thank you for watching KIRO 7 News.
And our next local live update is in 26 minutes. We have it at 7:26, looking live at a briefing on now Tropical Storm Michael. CBS This Morning, straight ahead. Good morning to our viewers in the West. It's Thursday, October 11th, 2018. Welcome to CBS This Morning. Hurricane Michael crushes the Florida Panhandle with 155-mile-per-hour winds, leaving a 100-mile trail of destruction. At least 2 people have died in the most powerful storm to hit the U.S. mainland in 49 years. Jeff Glor and our team of correspondents are spread out across the Panhandle, reporting on the damage and talking to survivors.
A New York man is accused of building a 200-pound bomb and planning to blow himself up. The tip that foiled his plot to target the National Mall on Election Day.
Doctors become detectives on a special medical squad diagnosing rare diseases in more than 100 patients. One family shows how the network brought them new hope for treatment.
And in our More Perfect Union series, a gym designed for recovering addicts, where building muscle rebuilds lives.
But we begin this morning with a look at today's eye-opener. Your world in 90 seconds.
You can truly feel the power of this Category 4 hurricane out here.
A gray wall of anger that surrounds us.
This is epic. Michael carves a deadly path through the South.
Holy hell!
The Florida Panhandle has never seen a storm as powerful as this.
It sounds like hell is hitting.
It was terrifying, honestly.
It snapped trees like they were toothpicks.
The dumbest thing I've ever done is to stay through a hurricane. When they say evacuate again, I'm out of here.
The Washington Post reporting the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia ordered the disappearance of their columnist Jamal Khashoggi.
This is a bad situation. We cannot let this happen.
A New York man accused of plotting to detonate a bomb in Washington, D.C. this election day is now under arrest.
The man who ran the limo service involved in the crash that left 20 people dead is now charged with criminally negligent homicide.
Grieving family members deserve to have answers.
Wall Street is looking for a rebound today after having one of its worst days of the year.
All 3 major averages lost at least 3%.
All that?
Passengers on board a Frontier Airlines plane, they're evacuated due to an emotional support squirrel.
And all that matters.
We need to start giving hurricanes scarier names, right? It's sort of like Florence and Bill or Diane.
Michael just isn't it's not a scary name, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God.
On CBS This Morning.
Floridians take care of each other. We saw this after Hermine, Matthew, Irma, and Maria. Floridians are strong. Floridians are resilient. We will recover, and we'll do it together. Florida is unbreakable, and we'll get through this together.
This morning's Eye Opener is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome to CBS This Morning. Floridians are calling on that resilience and strength this morning. Nora O'Donnell is off. Bianca Rodriguez, of course, is here, and as is Gail King. One of Hurricane Michael's survivors says his city looks like an atomic bomb hit at Florida's Panhandle is one huge disaster zone after catastrophic winds, heavy rain, and devastating storm surge. Michael was the 3rd most powerful hurricane ever to make landfall on the United States mainland. The storm is being blamed for at least 2 deaths, more than 650,000 homes, and businesses in the southeast have no electricity.
Michael is now a tropical storm hitting the Carolinas with heavy downpours and threatening to cause tornadoes. It's moving northeast with top winds of 50 miles per hour. Our team of correspondents is spread across the region, and CBS Evening News anchor Jeff Glor is leading our coverage from Panama City.